Welcome to the MVRA, where we play Spelljammer, an adventure in Wildspace. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We thank you.
So, let's talk about what happened last time then, shall we? Perhaps we should have a little look at the Vedika system. And Craxis, which circles within Sunim's belt. As a crew of the Heart of Gold, you returned to Craxis. And in doing so, you were met with a strange sight. An organic ship, docked, connected to the port. Once you landed, you were rushed to meet with the mayor of Craxis. And you spoke to her, and she hurried you into another room and spoke to you and said that something strange had happened. This ship that had docked here was in fact, when I find the right page, was in fact a Rigar aesthetic, which is a type of biological ship which the Rigar fly. And the Rigar had turned up because they were tracking one of their own who had gone missing. Unfortunately, it looked like the crate that had been shipped from Craxis by you, in fact, not to, across the Vedika system, you delivered it to Shelter. It looked like that crate probably contained the Rigar. And as you know, when you took it to Shelter, one of the factions on Shelter took delivery of it and then tried, for some reason that you're not quite sure of, tried to kill you all off. But you escaped with your lives through both cunning, trickery, and brute force. Well done on that. But now you're faced with the prospect that you were accidentally complicit in the kidnapping of a sentient creature. Doesn't make you feel good. So the mayor dispatched you, and she suggested that what you do is go and research the crashed ship that the crate was recovered from. So you did that, and you discovered a Shrike ship crashed on an airless rock from which the spelljamming helm had been removed. In searching the ship, you found a small lockbox that was trapped, but you worked around the trap and you were able to secure some cash from it. But what you also found on the bridge of the crashed ship was a secret compartment, and inside the secret compartment you found a small notebook written in code. And so, wondering what to do next, you had got back in your ship, lifted off the airless rock and left the wreck of the Shrike behind, and you are hovering in space some 10 miles or so from the crash ship's location. Your orb has plotted you a reverse course, which you could follow, you think. And that reverse course will take you... just hold on a moment. That reverse course will take you from where you are and across the belt, roughly in that direction. Or you could find a way to decode the contents of the book. And certainly that was Varo's preferred approach. He was looking to do exactly that. So you have some leads.
Yes.
The next thing to do is to decide exactly what it is that you're going to do. So
yeah, I think the plan was that. The problem is that my comprehend language doesn't deal with codes. Is that right?
that's correct.
Yeah.
It really depends, though. The problem is that there's two types of codes. There's ciphers and then there's codes. Comprehend languages will work around a cipher, but it won't work around a code.
Yeah, give me a look at that. Can I make an intelligence roll?
Sure. Just one more thing as well. I would say.
Pete? Yes, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just turned and I'm like.
You're seeing
Is that a
everybody
cat falling
shaking their
asleep?
heads. It was awesome.
The one thing I was going to add as well is that you discovered that the crash ship, although not marked up as such, was actually from the pirate group, the Crimson Sun. So it was a crimson. It was a stealth Crimson Sun ship, and you'd normally expect a crew of 11, but there were only 6 bodies that were found on board.
Yeah. Very good.
So, I might as well try comprehend languages, see if it works.
Okay, so we got an intelligence check first from Lovelore. Just make sure that your rolling is working, folks.
Hopefully it is. No, it's not. Ooh.
I know that I
check your,
disabled
I think I did too.
plugin.
Yeah, you might want to.
What the heck was the plug-in? There it is.
Ever.
Beyond 20.
Lovelord did get a 13. So for
I
him,
did.
that's actually like getting a critical.
It's pretty. It's like almost a genius work there. Let's see here. Add expansions. Manage extensions. There it is. Boom. Now I've turned it on, so I'll roll something else just to, but oh, well, I thought I would. What the heck? Go ahead and somebody else do something awesome. While I am attempting to figure out why my D&D Beyond is now no longer here.
Yeah, I think this is part 2 of the move
that I missed. This one. Yeah.
Part 2 of the move.
Come on.
Yeah, I think Marie was moving house that day. The Tuesday.
I think you were unwell.
Was I unwell?
Or something.
It's possibly
I can't
possibly
remember
both.
exactly what it was. No, I think maybe work was what.
Oh, work. Yeah, it could have been that as well.
I think it was maybe a work thing. But you only missed a tiny
Just the
little
one.
bit, which was wandering around a ship and poking about and finding
Yeah,
things.
because we got the description of the end of the ship at the end of the previous episode, so I did get the picture and all of the.
You did. Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
I'm fixed. 13 is what I rolled, John, for intelligence. Go ahead. Next.
Okay, so I'm looking over his shoulder, and I'm kind of like.
I've just seen
inquisitive
heavy
than-
crossbow.
Yes.
Do you want to make that intelligence check now then?
I did. It was a 13, John.
No, I didn't see it, so you can't. So you
Ah,
must make it
isn't
again.
that nice? I'm all for that.
Ooh, nice.
No, that's an intelligence save, mate.
That was a save.
Oh no!
It's all right. Is your intelligence check +0 as well?
Yes.
Well, we'll count that then. That's fine.
Yeah.
I saw that roll, so it must be all right. Okay. Yeah, you take like one look at that and go, yeah, there's no way.
No,
And hand
exactly.
it back to Varo.
That's perfect.
I'm smart enough to realise that that's beyond me. There you go, Varo.
Stupid stuff.
I need to roll the dice on this.
Would I have heard of the Crimson Sun?
Yes.
Yes.
You've all
okay.
heard of the Crimson Sun.
Okay, so they're a well-known
Oh yeah,
group.
very
okay.
well known.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, the Crimson Sun are not a good bunch. I mean, you're one of the reasons why your family, when you're sending out trade ships, they have to go heavily armed and armored, is because of people like this. And the most notorious is definitely the Crimson Sun. These folks are, brutal, evil, nasty, violent pirates. They are emphatically not good.
More
I was
rolls
just
coming in.
making sure that my dice were rolling as well.
Yep.
I think they are.
Yep,
now.
sure. It's a good idea just to make sure everybody has
Yeah,
got their dice rolls
I
going.
think they are
Just
now.
checking on
I'm
those.
not too sure. It's taken too long to bring the things up, so I think I've
It's
buggered
there.
something up on.
Yep. You rolled it. It's an 18 because it's +4. Boom, boom. So let's start deliberating. What is it? What do we need to do?
So, what do you reckon, Varo?
well, I'm going to try. I'm going to try casting.
Okay.
Comprehend languages.
Alrighty.
What's he doing?
I
Chagrin.
don't know. It looks like
Looks-
he's studied the book.
He looks like he's constipated.
Have you got that juice? You might be able to slip it into his dinner. That might help him.
Jail could probably help him out with a little bit of that, special magic.
Ah,
Yeah, the mug is ready.
Good berries. He's still constipated.
I'm trying to get. I don't have the plugin, so I can. I've never installed the plugin on this PC before, so I'm trying to get everything set up in Firefox.
So you say you're plugged
it's
up.
What, beyond 20 is the plugin, yeah.
Yeah.
that might actually explain a lot, Varo.
Come on then.
Do you think it might be a cork, or do you think it's one of those glass ones?
He's definitely plugged up. Absolutely. He's working his plug-in right now.
What do you think, JL?
We got a head shake. We got a head shake from Pete.
Damn
Whoop,
it.
whoop, 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 whoop. I live for those.
I don't know.
The thing
It
is,
turns
no
out,
matter
so
how
I
fucked
think
up-
those
no matter
elves will
how
have something like more porcelain or, you know.
Something thorny.
Okay, so now characters. Fine.
All right.
Okay, let me.
So,
Let me see if
so
I
the
got this
comprehend
right.
languages gives you an insight into the words. So when you were first presented with this, you looked at it and the script was meaningless. It was some script that you don't recognize, whether it's a language or whether it's something that's been created specifically for the purposes of the of obfuscating what's going on. That was, you were unsure. But the fact is that you looked at it and the writing, you assume it was writing, but it didn't make any sense. So you take your comprehend languages and the sounds and the structure of the words makes some sense. So you realize that actually there's not a lot written on each page of this book, and the book itself is quite slim and small. So during the initial sort of period of the spell, what you do is you take your own notes and you transfer what is on the page into these words that come into your head. But the problem is that the words don't really make any sense. You comprehend them, but they don't make any sense. And you realize that what you're going to have to do is work out, it's not just been enciphered, which is what your comprehend languages is able to see through. But the problem is that then the words within that enciphering, you can derive phrases, but the meaning of those phrases, they have no context, they have no basis. It's not like it's a language that you know, because it isn't. It's the phrasing is bizarre. And you think that what you're going to have to do is find somebody who understands the code words and the code phrasing and the phraseology within this particular cipher. So yes, you can bust through the cipher, you can work that out, and it takes you a while, and it takes you a bit. It's quite a sweat, despite the comprehend languages helping that process. But then the meaning behind each of those phrases is the thing that's you're struggling with. You just can't pick it apart. It's very frustrating. But you think that if you've got a notorious pirate group, something that somebody can read in 5 minutes with the comprehend languages spell is probably something that they would have thought of, and they would encode things in a way that would make it hard to pick apart.
Yeah. Might be able to find someone on Craxis who could interpret it.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you could go back to Craxis if you wanted to. The only problem, of course, right now is if you go back to Craxis, you haven't got anything that you can present. You've got a book, and you can say, well, I got this book, but it doesn't give you a source for what's happened. You know, if well, it's probably worth at this point me just going through and talking about what you know so far, just reminding you as a group what you know. So if you've got any questions while I'm saying this, then jump in, folks. Okay. So you were asked to take a crate, fairly large crate, which had been recovered from a crash ship. That's the Shrike that you've discovered on this unnamed airless asteroid. That had been recovered by Captain Charles of the Viper, who Lovelore got a little bit of his eyelashes batted at her. She was that kind of real tough as nails kind of middle-aged woman that you met.
Yeah.
Kind of skinny, but that's a fly. I'm just waving my hand about. Kind of skinny, but she was charming. She was fascinating. Then you picked up this box, and you could hear strange, like, animal noises coming from within it. Everyone was very concerned about that. But in transporting it over the course of time, you discovered that, as a group, you discovered that it was not consistent. That those sounds they seemed to be actually on a cycle. They seemed to be illusory sounds. I actually, if I'm recalling correctly, I think that was JL who picked that one out. Is that right?
Yeah, she sat by it for ages. Sat there
Yeah,
going,
and in doing so, sometime after, while you'd had it on the ship for a period of time, you were also getting some psychic effects where something was trying to attack you psychically. And what you ended up having to do was you pushed it out of the ship, and you kind of shoved it down and put it right at the tail of the ship where you felt that the effects were not doing anything to you. You then took it to shelter. Here we go.
Great.
Here's shelter.
Great fun.
And in doing so, you landed, well, initially at what you were told was a port, but it actually turned out to be a military base. And then you flew inland into some sort of bucolic corner of this continent. It's worth saying as well, all the ships that you saw at that military base were grey with a yellow stripe down the side and flying a yellow and grey flag. And you realise this was the Periga family. So there are 3 main factions on Shelter, and there's a major war. Well, it's mostly a cold war. It's not really sort of large battles, but there's this real huge kind of war for control on Shelter. And the Periga family are one of those 3 families, those 3 factions that are on Shelter. You dropped the box off. They were very happy. Thank you very much. They took it off to some building that was kind of built into the side of a hill. It was like some kind of you're not quite sure exactly what they do in the building, but it was almost like a kind of bunker, a military bunker. You were then invited into a country house where they tried to kill you. They tried to put you to sleep and murder you.
Yep.
That didn't work, and you gave them a smacking. But one of them, the commander of that particular group, survived, and she was charmed, and you therefore were able to make your escape comfortably by charming her and getting her to lead you back to your ship, fly on board the ship and fly away.
Brilliant stuff.
So
Who
that's
cast
what
the charm? That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah. So and then and then you've been off and done other things, and now you've found out that the Rhaegar are looking for one of their own who has gone missing, which suggests that perhaps you were accidentally complicit in the kidnap of a Rhaegar. So we have a missing Rhaegar. We have a crate that was delivered to Shelter to the Periga clan. The Rhaegar are known for their psychic powers, and you were psychically attacked on the ship. So that's certainly a strong indication that those 2 things are linked. And now you have been tasked by Salnam, the mayor of Craxus, to please go and find out what happened, where this crate came from, and who's responsible, and find some evidence for it, so that she can provide that to the Regar and get them off her back.
That's right.
Because she's concerned for both for herself and for you. She doesn't want to start a war with the Regar. You know?
Well, I mean, we could provide them with a map to the Pariga compound where the box was taken.
But we landed somewhere else, and then we started exploring a trash ship, right?
You could do that.
I thought we did.
What proof do you have?
Did they ever sign the document? No, I'm not sure. That we with the piece of paper, the receipt for the.
What proof?
box.
What proof?
Yeah, we got the transport.
Yeah, we did get her to
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
it. Yeah.
It was one of the ruling houses, wasn't it? It was somebody from the someone noble, and the captain or commander that we charmed was someone from a noble house.
That's correct.
Yeah, so we have
Talia
we have
Pariga
we've got a
Balto.
signed receipt because that was we needed that to get payment. So we've got the paperwork.
I take a heavy load. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Little blades in the dark humor. Yes.
Up to
Pietro,
you.
what do you think?
Honestly, I'm a little stumped. I mean, they're obviously they're so concerned about this missing citizen of theirs that they're basically willing to just sit around and do nothing and let the people who presumably kidnapped them bugger off and do whatever. That doesn't make sense to me. But then they are aliens, so
Yeah.
Sorry, how do you mean?
Well, they're looking for their missing comrade.
They are, yes.
So we can provide them with a solid lead.
Right.
I don't think
Anonymously, maybe. So
we haven't
you know,
tried that yet. Yeah.
Try not to try not to get ourselves in their clutches, because they might decide to interrogate us or kill us for being involved.
So send a message to them to meet us at a neutral location here in Craxus and have a little chat. I like that.
Well, the thing is that the mayor of Craxus, or the manager, or whatever she wants to call herself, she doesn't want Craxus involved.
Okay.
That's not what she said.
Well,
I mean, I quite like the
she
idea.
doesn't. She's doing us a.
Sorry.
The thing is that you know we cannot take on a planet. Yeah, we can't take on the Pariga family. They got an entire bloody navy of warships. They've got their airspace completely buttoned up around shelter, so we've got no chance, I think, of sneaking in or getting back to where that place was. So I don't know where we go from here. You know, yes, we've got an approximate heading.
Once
but, I mean,
again, we can do
then
approximate
we're up against
heading.
bloody pirates.
But we could do.
He said it! Varo said it! Yes! Varo, I've been waiting for
Pirates!
that day.
Pirates!
Oh my god! Oh, you're the best captain, Varo! You really are! Yes! Can I stick the Jolly Roger out? I'm going to get some paint. We'll rename the ship as well, and then they won't know that it's actually us until we land and get off the ship.
Hey, why is the jelly shivering like that?
Come on! Let's do it! Let's do it!
What? The jelly's wet. There's a wet spot underneath you. What?
It's a little bit. It's an excitement tiddle. That's all.
Fair enough.
Why not? They'll be expecting an armada or something like this. One small ship that's not named as having been landed before because we'll repaint the name. Come on. It's got to work. It's got to work.
Varo's
Are you gonna rename it the Rocinante? By the way, I'm just wondering.
Varo's going to take off his captain's hat and he's going to plonk it on JL's head.
Oh no!
And then he's going to go and sit. Then he's going to go and sit in the corner. His turn is done. He's had enough of the abuse.
Can I cut some holes in it for the horns?
It's all the graffiti.
Yes, you
graffiti
can.
next to his name. Oh,
I don't deserve this abuse.
Well,
I resign.
I'm only saying, right? We're a pirate ship.
I'm going to sit in the.
Let's
I'm
do
going
it.
to sit in the corner and play some smooth jazz. Some easily listening music for everyone else.
most important
So
thing
that they all-
is that inspirational?
It can be if you want it to be. Mostly, it's just annoying.
Oh,
It's almost, but not quite all the hits you remember.
oh my gosh!
They're the copyright-free versions.
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm still getting echoes, but I we can't afford to shut. We can't afford to shut Varo down.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the meters, and at the moment everything's fine. Although Christine
It's my
is looking up in the air.
headphones. It's my headphones. They're not very well soundproofed.
Oh, right,
So it's
okay.
leaking out to the
Oh,
microphone.
not
so I've got to mute the
insulated, so
microphone.
the sound is.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So the microphone's very sensitive as well, so it's picking up a lot. I'll probably try I've got a different set of headphones, but they're Bluetooth, so it's going to take a while to set them up.
It'll be fine.
I might do
Boo-
that.
boo
Might do that next week.
We'll survive.
Yeah.
Just keep muting myself on this channel.
Look, Shaggerus, we can't afford for Varo to go sit in the corner. He's too damn smart. Use your natural charm and go get him revitalized into this discussion. Come on, I give you a little push.
I hesitantly hold back. Why, when you upset him and offend him, do I have to fix it?
That's your job. You got this. Come on, tell him he's the best captain ever. Come on.
This isn't even playing ball now. Oh, come on.
Was not playing ball? I thought we were still role playing. I was having fun.
Hang on. I'm just going to see if I get swayed by that. Do I think I'm going to get swayed by that?
Ooh.
I don't know. What do you think?
I can do
You can speak to your
persuasion.
character better than I can.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh. You know, Varo, I think at some point you're just going to have to accept that the pirate's life is the only way to go. Okay.
I cannot believe I sent you to talk to Varo. Oh,
I was going to say.
And I turn around and I walk off
it's a
towards
novel
Varo.
approach. It's a novel. It's this kind of, yeah.
well done,
yeah.
well done, Shaggy.
Reverse psychology, obviously.
Right. I'll grab hold of
Yeah,
Varo.
it doesn't seem to
and
be
I'll-
working.
I'll grab hold of Varo. Well, not physically grab hold of Varo, but I'll go where Varo is and I'll go, look, Varo, nobody's taking the rise out of you. You know, it's hard being a captain, but you're doing a good job at the moment. You're cute, you're athletic, you murder people without thinking about it. You know, we take your lead. We would be nothing without you.
Yeah.
You see Lovelore behind him giving you a thumbs up.
You know,
Look,
please
the
come
way I
on,
see
take
it,
up
JL
the
does a
hat.
fantastic job.
I mean, we would. I mean, JL's lovely, and you know, but I think that hat would look better without holes for horns.
Fair enough.
What do you say?
It's a bit late.
You're being very unfair on JL here.
It's a bit late now.
I mean,
I've started.
know.
I've done one already.
Exactly.
She's already set the course. That's good.
Yeah. Already
Right.
got the hat customised.
So,
Okay.
this is all
Well-
lovely and all, but
It doesn't change anything, Varo. I've still got your back. Don't you worry.
so option number 1, you can head back to Craxis. Option number 2, you can follow the course that is the reverse of the crash ship. Option number 3, you can head elsewhere for other reasons. Option number 4, you can make up for yourself. So,
Megan. Thoughts?
Meow.
Anyway, that was just a token attempt to try and get you involved in the conversation. Let's figure out what we're doing. Let's figure out what we're doing. Okay, show of hands. Back to Craxus. Show of hands. Forward. Down the line. All right. Captain?
I mean,
The captains?
She already knows where roughly where the box was taken because she was looking at maps when Megan and I went to see her before we left once. I don't remember when. Yeah, she was looking at the layout of the planets and things. So I think she's got a rough idea of where already. Whether she wants to share that information or not, I don't know.
Don't worry. When you put that heart on, you've got no other option but to share.
I've got a hat.
I'm going to change my arms into many little hands, and I'm going to stick all of them up and go, I think we should go to shelter. Outnumbered, we're going to shelter.
I don't think anybody wants to go to shelter
No.
apart
Okay.
from you.
If we're going back down the path of where the ship supposedly came from, who's taking the helm? Come on. Who is our spelljammer?
I can do it.
That's the captain.
All right. I'm going up to the catapult. You guys have got this.
Hang on, what's it, shelter again? That's where we delivered the crate.
Yes, that's
where
right.
the entire military is going to destroy us. Yes.
Well, okay.
Pretty close.
Okay.
Right.
So what's the chances of us disguising the ship? I'm being serious. What's the chances of us disguising the ship?
Yeah, I'm feeling uncomfortable with that. I think we sort of quasi come up to a decision of backtracking the path of the crash ship. Is that correct?
That was what I'd got to so far.
Yeah.
That's what I had from raised hands, and that's not Shalta. That's that yellow line that we're roughly trying to maneuver back across. Is that correct, John? The yellow line.
Yeah. So that yellow line that's the backtrack line.
Okay.
So it kind of takes you out of the belt.
Okay.
And then sort of back into the belt.
Okay, and this is where the Reavers are. No, they're not Reavers, are they?
The Reavers?
Crimson Tide. Hang on. What was the...
Crimson
Tide? That's a movie,
Sun.
mate. That's
Crimson
got nothing to do
Sun.
with this game.
I'm sorry, I'm loving this.
Reavers is Firefly, isn't it?
Yeah, Reavers is Firefly.
Firefly, yeah.
Crimson Tide submarine.
You gotta love Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, well, that's
Crimson
very-
Sun is a pirate outfit.
Yes.
So that line takes us back towards them.
Possibly.
What do you mean back towards them?
Well, that's where the
That's
crate
the-
came from. And the Crimson
That's where
Tide.
the ship carrying the crate appears to have come from. Yes.
Yeah.
That direction.
And did we not think? Yes, no, we did, because the Crimson Sun pirate outfit was found on the damaged ship with the box we got.
Right.
With the crate, where the crate came from. Sorry. So it's either a Crimson Sun pirate vessel, or the Crimson Sun took it over, and then something else happened.
I would
That
point
was what
out
we
that they,
thought in September. So,
I would- yeah.
but we
I
don't
would
know
point out
which. Okay, so
line-
we're
a
traveling
line of
on the
bearing.
back of that. So, are we going to go up against the Crimson Sun and navigate and try and outmaneuver them?
Yep.
Well, that assumes that the ship came straight from the Crimson Sun, and when they were attacked, they just kept going in the same direction.
There's a lot of assumptions.
Do we know?
We've got a line of bearing. That's
yeah.
it.
Do we know? Did we say there was some? Did you say the crew was the number of bodies was less than
Yes.
expected? Said they've got mental psychic abilities.
Yes.
Do we know what type of crew were on with the bodies? Do we know?
What do you mean by type of crew?
Were they human? Were they elven? Were they Thykreen or?
Okay, so they were a variety of the humanoid races, the folks that inhabit the place. I don't think
Okay.
I particularly defined it, but yeah, they're a mix of humans, elves, dwarves, etc.
Okay. I was thinking.
You didn't look at them and say, "Oh my goodness me, they're all I don't know, tabaxi or something." They were
I was
a
thinking,
mixture of humanoid folks.
has it got something to do with the 3 that we picked up early in at the first couple of missions?
That's a good question. That's quite a reasonable kind of jump to make. The answer is no.
No. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah.
The thing is that you were shipping desert Thrycreen, who are quite physically quite large. They're not actually large, but they're much like Lovelore. They're big.
Yeah, there was
quite
another type as
imposing,
well.
and there were no Thrycreen in this crew.
Okay.
Certainly no desert Thrycreen. They're quite singular, and you spot them.
Look, I think we decided to go back down the path. Let's at least start probing our way back down there. Let's let
I thought
our
we were
smartest
nearly there.
people-
Somebody's moved us down there.
I did,
Okay.
Yeah.
because you said
So-
you were going
so
in
let's
that
move
direction.
that
So
direction.
I
Let's
just
let
moved the ship.
Let's let Varo study the code more, maybe with some help from someone else smart like Megan or JL. But whoever's on the helm, let's tread carefully, because we may be running into a whole host of pirates. But hey, at least we're making some progress, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, the other thing is that the orb's only computed that's where he thinks that the damaged ship has come from. So it might not even be a thing. It you know, it might
Orb
be.
Could be. Yep.
It might be that then we'll find another ship that's been damaged, and we can plot another course based on that, and we piggyback through the Wildspace, doing exactly what we've just done. Because if the Crimson Sun are behind the destruction, maybe they had it beforehand, and one of their ships got damaged, and before they could retrieve stuff, another ship kind of found and looted, and then the Crimson Sun extracted revenge. So the ship that we found was the revenge killing. Until we actually come to a complete halt as to where the orb says, I don't think we can determine anything unless Varo's had any more luck with the cipher.
No, Barrow's reading the book in the corner. He's having a look, but nah, not yet.
This what ifs and might be's. Come on. The only way we can solve any of this is moving forward.
Yeah.
We can always change our plan when we get going.
Correct.
We've already left though, Martin. We're nearly at our destination.
I fell asleep. I missed a week.
We have a direction. We don't know how far they came.
Yeah.
No, we do not. Got to probe carefully.
Can we ask the orb to compute?
I always probe carefully.
Nice.
Can we ask the orb to compute timescales based on his trajectory for the destination?
I doubt it. I mean, you know, in space, you just keep going. You could.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah, I mean, they could have been on this vector for a day, an hour, a week.
Well, from what I know about, from what I remember when I looked into them for our trade routes and things, they don't really stay in one place. They kind of they'll move around and they won't settle anywhere, so nobody has a fixed location on them. There's no stronghold that sort of people can go and attack. They move around, they'll hide in clusters and clouds and belts and things.
I have a question, which is, as I understand it, a spelljammer only works if someone is actively piloting the helm. You can't set it on autopilot. So someone must have been, either this thing was traveling very slowly in normal space when it crashed, or there must have been someone alive at the helm who was actually running it.
There's because there's a conservation of momentum that happens with spelljammers. So if you are heading in a direction and you're going along, and then
okay, so
everyone on board spontaneously combusts,
yeah.
the ship will just keep going. until it
Oh,
runs
okay.
into something.
No, well, that was my question. That was my question.
But-
You don't need someone conscious at the helm.
If you're going in a
Only to get
straight
it
line, you can
started
theoretically
or
just kind of go
change it.
in a straight line,
You just keep going.
but you won't
Okay.
go at maximum speed. You'll just go at whatever your standard speed is. You won't the super fast speed that a Spelljammer can go at requires somebody to be at the helm.
Yeah, sorry, no, that was my point. Yeah.
But the slower speed, the slowing down speed, that's the speed that you will go at.
Yeah. So if there was an encounter somewhere in space where basically this thing something killed all the crew,
Mm-hmm.
then it wouldn't have been going at Spelljammer speed from then on. It would have been
The
going
speed that
at
you're going at
normal.
the moment.
Yeah.
Did we find the
So if you-
Spelljammer?
So yeah.
The helm, no.
The helm, no.
The helm had been
Had
removed.
been taken
Yeah.
because it's valuable.
So
Yeah.
it had either been removed before crash or after crash. Possibly after crash, which is when the crate was removed.
Yep. That's what you think. You think Charles and her crew of the Viper probably helped themselves to it
And
and solved it.
we spoke with those, but nothing was actually mentioned of anything in the helm. But then we did think at the time that that some of the bodies that were left were in positions that any normal seafarer wouldn't actually be in, so they may have been moved to be looted, etc. So it could be that one of the corpses that was in the main thoroughfare could have been on the helm.
I mean, there were bodies piled into the room on the
Yeah.
upper deck.
Yeah,
So yes, we reckon that the bodies had been moved afterwards.
Mm.
Could be by Captain Charles.
It looked like it. It looked
I'm
like
ass-
someone had just
I'm
sort of
assuming that
dragged
she
them in
had
there and
looted the
stacked them,
place.
as it were.
Yeah.
Left them for somebody else to come along and take them away.
it's certainly an enigma.
It's an enigma wrapped in a riddle.
I wonder, Megan, have you got any insights to our specific conundrum?
I have the same question.
I have nothing to add to anything we have said already.
Then what would you do at this point, Megan?
There, I do not know. I do not know that we have uncovered enough evidence to know exactly where we should go next. I am at a loss.
I know Varo knows this surely, but the essence of command is being able to make decisions with incomplete data. Varo, I trust you. We have incomplete data.
I'm reading the book. I'm trying to resolve this question.
You may be trying for too much data when we just need a decision.
I trust JL.
I do trust JL as well. JL?
Sorry, I was cutting you the hole in the hat. What were you saying?
Well done. Well done.
So
Uh,
you continue on this track, not knowing if you're just randomly spraying yourself into space or not. And you've been pursuing this for knocking on you're heading on for knocking on a day, heading across kind of the emptiness of space. You know that you tend to see the glint of things in the belt. You know you've left that well behind. And you start to see little kind of the light, just sort of the light of the star just striking off the odd object in the distance. You know you're going back towards the belt. Sort of fingers crossed that you're kind of heading somewhere that might have some value. Really not sure that you are. And you're heading in towards this big kind of big asteroid field. The point about asteroid belts generally is that, you know, stuff is actually very spread out. You get this idea of, you know, the kind of the Star Wars idea of asteroids, and generally things aren't like that. But this one very much is. There's quite a lot of. There's probably bigger asteroids. There's probably sort of 5 or 6 pretty big ones, and then probably 30, 40 other smaller ones, all kind of in this big sort of cloud sitting there. And you're heading in towards it, and you think, just, you know, maybe it's relevant, maybe it isn't. You're sort of heading in, and you slow down. Who's flying? Okay, JL, you're alert. You're watching, and you're flying in. Can you all make perception checks for me? JL, you can make it at advantage.
Perception.
Nice, JL. Nice, Varo.
So you feel that strange kind of mental communication that you're all getting used to now with the orb in your buzz into your mind, JL. And it's I'm missing one.
Yep, Christine.
Well, I'm old. It doesn't seem to come on the screen.
Ah.
That could be.
Yeah. What everybody else is screwed up with.
Yeah, probably not set up the Beyond 20 plugin.
What'd you get? Just tell us that. And we'll...
I got a 12 with my +5 is 17.
Cool.
A 12?
I
Where'd you roll a 12?
I rolled a 12.
It doesn't come across, John. She hasn't got it set up yet.
So it's got a total of 17.
Yeah. It's all right. It does say 17 in the in the game log on D&D Beyond.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, so you kind of, the two of you sort of communicate, and Varo says, "JL, did you see that movement?" JL says, "Yeah, I'm on it. I'm going to shift in that direction. Let's go and see what it was."
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a flash of something, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a ship. Let's go and see what it is. So you pilot into this big asteroid field. Again, you're not sort of it's not Star Trek. You're not having to navigate between little rocks in space. Okay, there's vast space here. There's plenty of room for you to navigate the ship through, as long as you stay clear of the big stuff. There is the occasional sort of cloud of grit that sort of spackles off the outside of the hard gold, and there's the odd time when Lovelore kind of is like, oh,
Get.
as you kind of through a cloud of dust,
Mhm.
but nothing significant. He should go inside. Like any
Yeah, if
normal
he was
person.
smart,
Yeah. It's not your fault.
that he's not
So
smart.
you loop in, and you catch the glimpse of it again. Something was moving in the distance, and you spin around, and you dip under, and you come up and over the top of one of the bigger asteroids, and kind of coming around it. And you see in the distance there's a small ship, and it is streaking away from you. It was obviously hiding. You think lurking somewhere around this particular large asteroid, somewhere around here, and it is heading away at maximum speed.
Could be some kind of
Don't think
lookout.
you're going to catch it. You think it's going to be clear of the things and gone before you can catch it, because you're deeper in the belt. You're deeper in this little cloud of rocks at the moment, so you're obviously having to go slower, and it's heading for the exit.
Yeah.
So it's some distance away. But you do notice that it has markings on it which indicate that it is Crimson Sun. Unlike the Shrike that you found that was unmarked, going under the radar, this one is very much, you can see, it's heavily armed, and it's a small pirate vessel. Smaller than the Shrike.
Can we take it?
You could probably have a damn good go, but it's a distance away now.
It's going for
probably not gonna catch it.
reinforcements.
Yes, it is. So our timeline is limited now.
So where did that ship come from? Was it just hanging around in space, or did it come from somewhere in particular?
Probably a lookout, keeping an eye on the area.
As I say, you think it was somewhere around this. This is one of the larger asteroids, and it seemed to be somewhere around here.
I wonder if there's an entrance
Why don't
this.
we take a look around the asteroid?
Yeah.
Do a little
Captain,
circumnavigation.
What do you think? Maybe we should. Yeah.
Hidden
idea.
hiding post.
Okay. All right. So you take a turn around the asteroid, and you're having a
Good look.
slowly. It has, surprised to find that it has an air envelope. It's a rock. It doesn't have any. You can't see anything on it, but it does have an air envelope.
Let's renew
Surprises
the
you.
air. Good.
And it has a gravity field as well, but you still tuck in close and go around it. Perception checks then.
Boo.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Varo. And JL. Dang. Oh, JL's. That's the first one. Huh.
Megan's is 11. I can see that.
What'd you roll, Christine?
11.
11.
I'm waiting on a Shaggy. So the
Varo's
funny
our
thing about
man.
this is that Varo, you've actually made your way from quarters to be in with JL, and you realise that she's having to concentrate because she's struggling, because she's really having to concentrate, basically being buffeted in one direction by the changing gravity field as you fly around this thing, and making sure that she's not going to crash into it. So really, she's looking, but she's not really paying that much attention.
Trying to keep the hat from going over my eyes.
Lovelord, you're just in the wrong position, unfortunately.
It's all good.
And so you're not really, you're not really doing the greatest job of looking, just because you're in kind of the wrong position. But Varo, you spot it first, and then Shaggy does as well. Varo's like, did I just see that? And Shaggy's like, yep, you saw it. Stop. Anyway, JL, you bring the ship to a halt. There's a slight kind of jolt as you effectively stick the spell jamming brakes on and glide to a halt. You're only going slowly, but there's just kind of a little lump there. And you back up, just gently. You just gently back up, and there's basically these rocky outcrops, and hiding under a rocky outcrop, you can see a figure. He's just sort of lurking under this rock, and there's this upturned set of eyes looking at you from within, kind of partially from within the shadows.
Oh, that ain't
You
good.
can see them.
What?
They're only about a few hundred feet from you. You can drop down onto them very, very easily.
How many?
One. It's a.
Oh well, he's obviously been abandoned, so let's invite him on board.
What could go
It's
wrong?
a human. It's a human, and it's a human male, and he looks nervous. He's dressed in a. As far as you can tell, he seems to be dressed in a Crimson Sun uniform. So look, Crimson Sun crew member. And he's looking at you. He doesn't realise he's been spotted yet. You can see the ship sort of hanging there. And you're looking.
He can't see us hanging out off the balconies going.
Not yet, no, because you haven't done that yet. Because the ship is the other way round. You're basically looking from the bottom. So the two people who are looking at him at the moment and can see him are Varo.
I go and get the shield and the rapier and my crossbow. Tie the wanky cord to my belt like I normally do.
Who was it who cast the charm person last time? Was that John?
Yes.
Yep.
I would recommend something like that.
Sounds like a great plan.
We can try it.
Okay.
Just need to find where I put that. Oh, it's trumpets. There we go. Okay.
Don't forget, when you're looking for spells, you're looking for the ones that say legacy. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I cast jump on this guy, do you reckon he'll over jump and?
Oh yeah, no, they all play legacy.
Oh,
You're more than 30 feet away. You're a couple of 100 feet away at the moment.
Ah,
Yeah, we need to get closer.
So, what are you doing, folks?
I'm on the.
Split second. You've got to. You can have a quick chat about it if you want to, but at some point, there might have to be an initiative roll.
Ballista up top. I'm facing away. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, but they
can we get closer?
so you're.
Oh, okay, so I hear. Okay.
So you're poking. Yeah, because you don't forget you're all now because of the orb. You can all talk to one another all at the same time.
Yeah.
So you
All
are
right.
just sort of peeking over the top just to have a look.
Yeah.
So can we get a little bit closer so we can do stuff?
Edging
Yes, but
closer.
you're gonna tip your hand if you do. So just bear that in mind, okay? And it's 50 feet around for the ship.
Can we go on the other side?
Wait. Christine had a thought. Don't keep it to yourself, Christine. What was it?
Love the cat.
I know. Because it sure looked like the cat had an idea. I was like, oh.
It did, didn't it? Cat's ears swiveled up. Everything was like.
You kind of forgive Christine anything because she looks like a nice, cute cat.
Aw.
I just like the way that Anthony said that, and then Christine's cat's eyes just went really huge, and the ears went back. As if to go, shit. Michael!
The algorithm is pretty good.
It was my Papa Don, not Pete's. Well, could we not go around the other side of this extremely small asteroid? Rock.
Yes.
And then jump
It's
over
not
and
that
walk
small,
around
but-
and then bash him and then drag him onto the boat.
So you're going to go around the other side of the asteroid, land, then you're going to track back to here, where he's going to see you coming across the rocky ground,
bash him, and
But
then
he'll
take him on
He'll be
board.
focused on the ship that's coming around.
Don't forget, the ship has stopped
Ah.
above him.
So if a couple of us got off, and then out of his view, and then the ship continued on and kept his attention, then the landing party could go in for the smackdown.
If we're gonna charm him, I can
I'm all
Rope-
good for
rope
a
down
I'm
and
all
say,
good for
you
a
know.
charm if you want to just edge in.
Then,
We're
then
undercover.
shimmy up.
In order for you to
Nice.
charm him, we've got to get a hell of a lot closer because you're 30 foot, aren't you?
Well, I
If-
only one of
Guys.
us does.
It's one dude, and he's stuck somewhere, and he can't go anywhere. Let's just edge
Right.
in and do the
It's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
crappy
Just
pirate guy.
Frickin' charm him.
Yes, go.
Land next to him and go, oi,
Yep.
mush.
Get on board.
Okay, so
Yeah, you try that.
who's going to fly whilst JL gets the spell ready to cast?
I'll take over.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm
So,
going to go
what are you
with
gonna do?
JL because
It might not work.
well, it might. Yeah, but sure, you might as well try it.
Oh yeah.
Everything we do might not work.
I go back up to the ballista, not the ballista, the trebuchet, right? Is it? No, it's a ballista.
No, it's a ballista.
And I'm gonna start looking outwards instead because I'm deeply concerned of something coming at us while this is going on.
So at the moment, you've got the surface of the asteroid here. You guys are here, so you are looking
Yes,
all the way around. You've got that full coverage.
that's my
Okay.
my goal.
Now that ship that was herring
on.
off at a high rate of knots. Okay, the first thing you do is you get out your telescope, you pull it up, you check, and it is still disappearing into the distance
Good.
at very high speed. It's
Okay.
disappearing. It's tiny and it's disappearing. So it
Okay.
doesn't look like it's coming back. And in actual fact, you realise it's just hit the edge of this thing, and it's away from the big stuff, and it's gone.
No. So my
It's good-
concern
it's
now
good for
is
reinforcement.
just
So
covering
you're sweeping
all the different
and
crap.
you're keeping an eye on everything.
Yep.
Perfectly sensible. Gotcha. No issues.
Got it.
That's what you're doing.
Christine, are you saying something? Your mouth was moving, but your cat was bouncing, and I.
No.
Okay.
No, I had said that it's gone for reinforcements, so no, nothing beyond that.
Okay, so are you drifting towards the creature, the person, to get into spell range?
So are we? So are we? Are you flying down? What are you doing? Okay. Let's have some rolls. I think it's time for you guys to roll initiative. Can you make sure that you do roll? Ooh.
Oh crap! I rolled before you said something.
Yeah. I don't have your tokens on here. What I was about to say was I'm just going to grab your tokens.
Yeah, well, ignore what I just rolled. Okay, tokens.
But actually,
Sorry, I need.
let's not do that. Let's not
Sound.
worry about that.
These are
Let's just
the
do the
batteries going.
turn order.
Sorry, what did you want?
You're coming in over this now.
Badam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
Sorry, the battery's going on my AirPods. I
Oh,
need to swap over.
yeah, kids these days, you know, you invite them to do stuff, they're just like. Yeah. I'm feeling you, Shaggy.
Hey, it's all good.
I'm once again counting on
Right. What did you get,
Pharaoh
Lovell? You
jail.
got 7.
Yep. With advantage. That's awesome.
10, 14 for Shaggy.
Mm-hmm.
We got any more?
8.
What was that?
8.
8.
Four plus 4.
What?
That's where JL needs to be.
Nice. And
Missing
Varo.
Varo. Missing Varo.
Hello, sorry, right. What I got to roll? Initiative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay.
We're echoing like crazy.
We're echoing like crazy.
Yeah,
This
how
is
does that done?
Oh, echo, echo. Oh, echo, echo, echo.
Echo, echo.
Echo, echo. I bet it's Pete.
It's
It
me.
is.
It's me.
It's him.
It's him.
Hang on. Oh gosh. How do I do
Change
this?
his head.
I'm just expecting at some point that the cat's going to just stop moving, and then Kristen's hand's just going to come around and go.
Quick, Pete, take your clothes off. Rub yourself
take your
down
clothes
in
off. Rub
olive oil.
yourself down in olive oil.
Okay, why is that? External headphones. Come on.
Hello?
Oh, it's fine. It's fixed. Oh, it's
Whoa!
fine. It's fixed.
Whoa!
Why is that not working?
No, it's not.
It's not
Not enough
working.
olive oil.
Not enough olive oil.
It's
Damn
just
it.
a slower
extra
read.
virgin.
Just slower. The extra virgin olive oil as well.
See, Rob, still great content.
That's better. Right. How's that? Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Great stuff. Okay. Audio sorted out. Right. Okay. So I could just roll initiative here.
Got 0.
You see, that's where we want Varo to be.
Okay. JL, Varo.
So, JL.
Have we landed yet, or are we in the process of landing?
You are neither. You are 200 feet up in the air
Okay.
above this guy. So, I'm making you roll initiatives because
We
that
took
seems
too
like a good
friggin'
idea.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, fundamentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna. Oh, well, she's not flying now, is she?
No. Speak. Speak to them.
I can't. Well, can I speak from this? Oh, I can
Yes.
sound. Yeah, I can thaumaturgy, can't I? And make it
Yell
loud.
at them. Yes.
It's only 200 feet.
There's only one of them, isn't there?
Yeah. Talk to
You
them.
keep saying them.
One.
Him.
It.
They.
The
Yep.
pronouns could be cat and cabbage.
JL.
Yes. Thaumaturgy.
What's the range for thaumaturgy?
I think it's just.
I think it's cast on me. It's me, and it makes my voice louder.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's booming loud.
Hello!
Wow.
Oh my
That
god.
was,
Well, I'm bloody terrified.
yeah, it made Pete drop off line.
Pete,
Oh.
come back!
So I would not go for a that you're intimidating. Don't do that.
I thought we were going for the charm if the kind of.
Exactly.
But I'm too far away to that. I can't do that.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Absolutely.
we can hear you now.
Hey.
We can hear everything, every breath, every sigh.
Yeah. That's like the most accurate sound we've had all night, Pete. Right, JL, thaumaturgy. And then what are you doing? Yelling at this guy, but you're in the cockpit of the ship. What's going on?
No, we swapped.
So unfortunately, no, I know you're not. Yeah, but you've got out the jamming, out of the hell,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and and Megan's got in the helm. So you can go anywhere you like on the ship, and then you're at that point on the ship if you want to.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, she's going to go to where she can debark and disembark the ship. She's going to try and... The tail thing would go up, wouldn't it, at this point, if we're facing...
We're not on the ground. We're in
No.
space.
You're in space. So
Yeah.
the exit door at the back end,
Yeah.
the exit corridor, the normal door that you would exit out of, is pointing downwards towards the ground.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you're stood there, you open the door, the hatch, the whatever, yeah? And you cast out liturgy, and then what do you do?
Hello. We don't want. It's over in the chipmunks.
We come in peace.
Yeah, pretty much.
Take me to your leader.
Yeah.
Can I cast disguise on JL so she looks like a chipmunk?
In a hat.
In a hat. With 2 large holes in it.
Yeah, well, yeah. But look,
She said she wants to basically hello and come out with, we're not gonna hurt you.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
Yes.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
I can't help it.
Here it is.
Hmm?
John couldn't help it. He said,
The necro hamster.
wow. Nice.
Awesome.
Okay. So what are you shouting?
come out. We just want some information.
Come out. We just want some information. Okay, no problem.
We're not gonna hurt you. Deception?
Persuasion? Deception?
Well, hey, if you've cast
Was
charm
it-
person, then
We can't. We need to be within 30 feet. We're not close.
oh, okay, you're not close
30
enough.
feet is
Fair enough.
brutal.
Yeah, 30 feet is not. Yeah.
Okay. He pops out from underneath this rock and realizes that you're looking at him, and you kind of go, and you can see that he's got this look of absolute terror on his face.
Yeah.
And he's looking around because you're pretty sure, yeah, he's been abandoned, right? And he looks around, and you can just see that he doesn't know what to do, and he just starts running.
How far away are we?
About 200 feet.
Still 200 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need to use the harp ballista on him?
I'm tempted, but I'm not.
Varo.
Surely you guys can do a better job than that. What about Monty? Can Monty get across there?
So
200 feet.
get across there. You're 200 feet up in a gravity well. Let's just throw well, I mean, okay, you could fly past and throw Monty down on his head, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
My poor Monty.
Put him in grapple mode.
I'm not sure. We have addressed this question before about teleport and conservation of momentum, haven't we?
yes.
By which we said, I think, that momentum is not conserved.
So you're basically what you're doing is you're saying, I want to jump out of something and then teleport at the last moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we 100% allow that because it's funny.
Okay.
All right.
Varo is going to.
Actually, it's also cool. So let's
Yeah,
do
yeah.
the cool thing. Let's just do the cool thing. It's a game, for goodness sake.
Yeah. So Varo is going to, as we pass over the guy, Varo is going to leap out of the ship.
You're not passing over the guy, he's running away. So Varo's going to jump.
Yeah.
So Varo is currently hurtling towards the ground.
Yep.
Okay.
But towards that
So-
guy.
And then he's going to use his starlight step when he's within 30 feet of the ground
Right.
to appear behind the guy
Behind.
or
you?
in front in front of the guy. In fact, if he can.
Okay. Let's make this be the amusing thing. You ship starts moving. Varo banzais off the side. Everyone's like, "What the hell is he doing?" And he's screaming towards the. I mean, this is full gravity well. So he's just hurtling. He's hurtling towards the ground, and then suddenly shimmers.
Oh my God!
Thump, and appears in front of this guy. Ha ha!
No, sorry. I've got a reaction. I've got a
The
reaction.
guy's like,
As soon as I see Varo jump over before he gets 90 feet away, I go, Varo, don't resist it, and I vortex warp him back.
No, I'm going to resist it.
Yes.
No, I'm only
Resist it.
joking. Only
Uh,
joking.
fucking-
so you'll go, fortunately.
Yeah. And then I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Look at my eyes. Not around my eyes. Look into my eyes.
So it
into my eyes.
is.
Not around the eyes.
Yep. Let's cast display in
Okay.
VTT. That's what I wanted.
Thank you.
There you go.
That is the one that says legacy, right?
It is, yes.
Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. Okay, it just stands there.
Okay.
Slack
Right. We've got a minute. JL, you've got to get here and charm him.
Nice.
JL, do you need a hand over the edge of the ship?
Okay. So now we don't need that anymore. You fly down and land next to him, and you all, well,
Yep.
everyone who's relevant, all of you, some of you, I don't care really, pile off.
Mm-hmm.
I stay on the ship. I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm
You're
keeping
up
an eye
top.
on where that ship disappeared to.
He's done that, and it's gone off out into Wildspace. It's just head off out into Wildspace and disappeared at speed.
I will not go with the others. I too shall stay on the ship.
Where are you?
On
Varo is
deck.
up top. You are
On deck.
with Varo. No, sorry, with Lovelord.
No, he's up on the
Ludlow's
ballista
on
bit.
the ballista bit. I'm covering.
Isn't
I'm
there
covering whatever arc of the sky I can.
A foredeck for a four above where the spell helm the oh god
Why
damn
don't
it.
we do
Above where the
this,
yeah
That's kind. That's
and
kind.
then
Bump.
so you're going to be on the foredeck, down below here.
just above the above the foredeck there's a thingy up to this bit here, isn't there?
No, when you go up, it takes you to here, which is inside, not outside.
Because they annoyingly didn't stack the decks in terms of their actual alignment. They've got the top deck first, then the bottom deck, and then the middle deck.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The way they fitted this map together, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
So the foredeck is not the spell.
The foredeck is underneath the main deck.
You're standing on that long piece right there.
The foredeck is where the helm is. Look.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what that
if you look at the
circle
pi-
is.
if you look at the side view at the top, yeah, where the circle is. So the foredeck is underneath the main deck.
Yeah, so I want to be here on the
The main deck.
on the main deck bit.
Okay.
I can get
So,
there.
so
can't
show
I?
me where. By the way, I'd like to just apologise. That is actually outside. So currently this location where here is actually outside.
Hang on, I can't see where you're pinging. Let me.
Number 2, down the bottom.
Yes, because you're actually standing on yeah, you're right. It is
Yeah,
outside.
because if I ping the side view,
It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's just here, isn't it?
yeah.
It's really
that's what I thought.
it's really a terrible design of a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's awful.
if
I
can
mean,
get
it's
there-
appalling.
if I can get there, as I can get there, that's where I want to be. Now, the
Yep.
big long thing here, I take it that's representation of these bits. No, because that's from the weapon deck, isn't it?
Yeah, the big useless spiny things.
Yeah. So I take it.
Don't-
I can
don't do a
see
damn
past
thing.
these and through these, can't I? They're not. It's not like a solid
Yeah,
brick
yeah.
wall
Yeah,
from
no,
one
you
side
can
to
see
the
Yes.
through
other.
them. You see past
Correct.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. So in which case,
Yeah.
I would like to be here because Lovelaw's up on the weapon deck here, and
Yep.
he's keeping an eye on the ballista. The
Looking up.
others, they're going down the stairs here to get out. So I basically want to keep an eye up there, just in case.
Okay, that's fine. So
Very
Varo's keeping an eye out the top. You're keeping an eye across the asteroid, and the rest of you are down in front of this guy. Right,
meant
let's have
Lovelord.
that,
I'm not.
Where are you, Varo? Where are you?
you're sitting in the helm, aren't you?
I'm on the weapon deck.
With me?
Varo is on the weapon deck.
With me.
Varo cannot
Very
be
good.
on the weapon deck. Varo landed next to this guy and cast a spell.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well then Varo's outside the ship.
Yeah. Varo's outside the ship,
Oh, okay, all right, over there.
and JL is outside the ship. I'm just going to put you here, guys. It's just kind of...
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. Because roughly, you'd be kind of here somewhere, okay? Next to this pirate, yeah?
You guys are so brave.
I think so.
What's Megan doing? Megan, where are you? What's going on, Megan?
I'm in the cockpit, so I'm on the floor deck.
Oh, you're flying.
I'm the one who's brought the ship down here. I'm
You're
flying it.
flying.
Yeah.
Your voice is terrifying right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Megan's our pilot at the moment.
Excellent.
That's right.
If there was a sandbox, she would be in it. Got it.
Okay, so... JL, you going to... Tell me what we got to roll? Oh, 2 seconds. Guys, can we just take a couple of minutes break?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All good.
All right.
Peace.
And we're back. So, JL is going to charm this person.
Yes, he is. Yes, she is.
I'll try.
All right, let's have that. Let's have that wisdom save then. DC 13, huh? Oh well, didn't make it.
Excellent.
Nice.
So, charm then.
Good guy. Well done, guys.
What were you running for?
So, the pirate snaps out of the hypnotic and looks around and looks at you two. Oh! Looks at Varo with concern, but looks at you, JL, and smiles. He looks very happy. He's quite young. You think he's probably kind of late teens? He looks very fresh-faced.
Mm.
You know, not really yet capable of growing a beard. Too much hair. You know.
I'm sorry. There's no joke there. There's no joke there. Don't worry about that, Mon.
Hey, how are you doing? Good to see
Hello.
you.
Yes. Why did you run?
Well, I thought bad things were going to happen.
Why did you run? Yeah, they would if you'd run away. How else were you gonna get off here?
Oh, that's a good question. Perhaps you can take me.
Well, that's kind of the point. What
Oh,
are you
good.
doing here? What are you doing here?
Well, we were keeping our eyes open. We were watching to see if anyone came back.
Why?
And then you appeared. I
Yeah.
don't know. Captain said we had to.
Who's your captain?
Back.
The captain said we can't go inside because it's dangerous, but we must keep an eye out for things that are going on.
Okay.
And it was better to be on the ground. And then my friends left me.
Which
My crew
captain is
left
that?
me and flew away. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Which captain is it?
Captain Salter.
Captain Salt. Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. Well, we can. You can hop on board. Do you know which way they were Do you know which way they'd have gone back?
Keep
We
breathing.
can
I
take.
don't know.
Keep breathing.
Okay.
There's one of our supply ships deep in Wildspace. About a day that way. That's where we came from. So they're probably headed back there.
Alright, well we can get you sorted out. We'll get you sorted out. And I'll have words
When you
with
s-
Captain Shelter about abandoning people.
Captain
When you
Salter.
said you couldn't go inside, when the captain said you couldn't go inside, what did you mean? Couldn't go inside where?
The base. Oh. Yeah. You don't know about it.
Oh, you.
Hey, so he leans over to you, JL, and and you can hear him, Varo. You can hear what he's saying, but he sort of whispers. He's not very good at this. Is he all right?
Yeah.
Can I trust him?
Yeah,
Is he a friend
they're all
of yours?
good. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I keep it of knowledge.
So it's just through there, and he points at the basically like a rock face. Just this rock.
So what's inside? You said it was dangerous.
I know, the captain said it was dangerous. We were told not to go in there. We were told to stay out here. I don't think I want to go in there if it's dangerous.
Do you know how to?
He knows best, Captain.
Yeah. I don't know.
She
Well,
does
I
look
don't know
after
about
us.
that.
Well, normally she
I
looks
mean-
after us, and he looks really downcast at this.
Yeah.
He sort of looks up at the sky and scans the sky a little bit, and then he looks really downcast. Sort of shuffles and looks at his feet.
Maybe you need a better.
He's not even
captain.
armed. Apart from a dagger, he's not even armed. He's got a small sack, but you think there's probably nothing in it. They've literally just upped and buggered off and left him. I mean,
How
So to
does he
speak.
use the dagger if
Just
he
post.
hasn't got any arms?
Well, yeah,
There's-
captains are
well,
allowed
we've
in.
got the eye.
What do you think, Varo?
I think it's worth checking out.
Hmm.
there's sort of an undulation to the rock. And he kind of points generally this undulation in the rock.
I'll walk over and in that direction.
Okay. How far are you going to walk? He trots along beside you.
I mean,
Oh, I
how
think-
far? How far is it? Is it like a mile, 100 yards? How far?
Oh, she just said it's over here. Our ship was over there. So you think about where he was and
Yeah.
where he bolted to. and so you've got a bit closer. You kind of run parallel to where roughly to where he's pointing. So if you think about it literally on as the map that you guys are currently on, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's come from over here,
Yeah.
yeah, and he's pointing somewhere over here.
Well, yeah, we'll wander over and see if see if he spots anything, and possibly some kind of illusion, obviously wall. Or
Yeah, I
something.
mean he's like hey, and then he kind of holds onto your arm, like he gently holds onto your arm, and he's no, it's not safe, it's dangerous, please, I don't want to see you hurt. And as soon as you sort of he lets go, he doesn't try and hold on to you with any force or anything, but he's obviously quite, and he looks visibly upset.
Captains have got authority to have a look, and I'm a captain, so I'm gonna have a look around.
Oh, I'm sorry. And
You can
he
sit
sort
on
of
the
shrinks
ship if
back,
you
and
want.
he's walking on behind you, so he is coming with you, but he's
Okay.
walking probably a good 10 feet behind you, and he keeps casting a look at you, Varo, because you're basically you're keeping him between the two of you, and you're watching him. You're like that, Varo. You're like yeah, and you can see he's like, and he's trotting along.
I'll see what this dangerous thing is.
Yeah, I mean, you walk for probably 30, 40, 50 feet, something like that, 60 feet. And then you can just see there's like an irregularity to the ground. But again, it just looks like rock. And you step forward and you step down very slightly. There's just kind of like a step down. And you basically this sort of illusion. There is this illusion of rock. And you step through it, and you're on the other side.
Nice.
So let's see what that looks like, shall we?
Holy crap. We have split the party without realizing it.
Are you guys just seeing black at the moment?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yep.
That's good. That's what I want you to see.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I feel so much
Dark in
better.
Oh, it's dark in here. What?
Oh,
So have they gone out of communication range of the orb?
No, of the orb.
Yes, because we can speak telepathically, can't we, to each other? And we're not too sure
Yes.
exactly what the distance is. But we think we know because we positioned the orb in such a way that it would cover all of the ship. But yeah, so when I stop getting random thoughts from them, I think we might have to. Well,
120 feet.
Megan's in charge of the ship, so she's number one. Megan, do we land or do we stay where we are?
Well, we've watched them go inside some sort of cave
Yeah,
hole or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan's gone.
I think land.
Okay.
The ship's landed. You already landed the ship.
There you go.
Okay. Varo dived out and did his funky trick. Yeah? So, it's all good.
Oh yes, and then we landed, and then JL ran up there and cast Charm Person. So,
That's
okay.
right.
Yep.
So
Yep.
between the three of us, it looks like they're going into somewhere. So do we trot on or do we stay where we are?
Ah, crap. Do we take care of the ship or do we?
Well, we
Take care
can
of them.
communicate with them, can't we? Or can we? How far away from us are they? Have they stepped outside of the telecommunication or?
They are
sense
outside of the
reader?
range, yes, they are.
Ah, crap.
Okay.
Okay, so if we just hang on a second, we just go back there.
If you're just gonna poke about in an empty pirate's den, I'll cover the ship for now.
Well, I think Varo and JL are the best people to do said poking, but you know, if
Fair
there's untold terrors in there, then have they got the means to incapacitate?
Defend themselves.
There's this
What?
flat piece of ground that you guys are on.
Yeah.
You can see this, JL
Mhm.
and
Yep.
I
Yep.
can't.
Yep.
I can't. Where are we?
Nope.
No, because we're not.
So,
That's fair enough.
what's the brown bit and the hashy bit? What is?
So up here there's like a kind of side wall,
Yeah.
and here is a side wall. Here is also a side wall. Over here.
Mhm.
Okay. And then up to here, there's some kind of. It almost looks like here. There's some sort of door. Huge, wide, tall door. In fact, you reckon you could put a ship in here?
Mhm.
Convenient.
Well, if you had a hidden base, that's what you'd want, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Hmm.
You probably couldn't land your ship in here. It's probably just a bit. The way that the Wasp sits, it's probably just a bit too wide. But you could get certainly that ship that the pirates had would comfortably fit through that door. And there's a good sort of 50 foot high clearance. It's quite cunning. The way this is built into the landscape, you just wouldn't have noticed it was here if you hadn't walked forward to here.
So why would it be dangerous in the ship's hangar?
That's a good question. Maybe the place has been infested, taken over by some sort of creatures.
He's looking super nervous. He's come through this thing with you and he stood there, but you can see that he's trembling.
Haunted by
Genuinely
ghosts,
very frightened.
horde of undead, zombie plague. Could be anything.
I'll give him. I'll pass the jug over and say, have a sip of this. And I'll put beer in it.
Okay.
So, huge door, currently closed, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a side door or a door built into the door that is more human-sized?
There is not. There must be some way of opening it. But you can't currently see anything. The door
Okay.
looks like it is. The door looks like it is made out of. It's very agricultural. Like it's heavy engineering, right? It's some big. It looks like it's made out of sections, metal. It's pretty It's pretty heavyweight, right?
Look down the
Doubt this
edges,
thing was
maybe.
built on site.
So I can now see all of that, all of the area there. Yeah, all the edges.
Yep.
No wheels, levers, obvious controls.
Not that you can see at this distance. There is some detailing on the door, but you can't. The problem
Oh,
is
okay.
you don't. You realise you're going to have to get up close and personal with it and have a look.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception check, Mary. Please, please. Swig. Please. Please don't risk yourself. Please don't.
25, do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's slightly weird, but there is at the side. Basically, you scan down the whole length of the door, but what you do is you find there's a cranking mechanism in the wall over here. And you realise that basically what you have to do is put a cranking handle in. There's kind of like a little concealed door. It's not hidden. It's not like secret or anything.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little concealed door in the wall. You open it up and there's a spigot, and then inside you kind of pull out in this little sort of cubby hole. There's a cranking handle, and you put that in, and you reckon that by cranking it you'll be able to lift this up. However, you think there's probably a more robust mechanism inside, because you reckon this is going to take you a while to crank this open.
Do you think we need the others for this to see? Depending on what
I think
the
so.
hand is, or-
Yeah, we probably need Shaggy to make up some kind of handle to stick in this thing.
No, there's a
Right.
handle there.
Oh, there is. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yep,
I thought you
inside the
said,
cubby there's a handle.
Oh, okay. So you take the handle out, stick it in.
So you take
Yeah.
it out, you put it on, and you give it a crank, and it tick, 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 and you're like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
gonna-
I think
I'm gonna
we
stand
should.
there like
I think if the warning is that there's danger here, and for some reason this ship wasn't inside and hidden inside this base, so I'd say we want to get everyone together.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's up to you, Captain.
One more thing, JL. Could you make a quick perception check for me?
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay. No worries.
No worries, he says in a very worrying way.
Yeah. The one. Yeah, that's the other rolls.
You fail the perception check. No worries.
Yep.
That never works.
Yeah, actual roll.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Do you want this place to be safe again? What's your name?
Altus.
Altus. Do you want this place to be safe again? Because that's what we were sent to do, is make sure that this place can be used, because there's no point having it here for us to look out for.
You were
If it's-
sent. Oh.
Yeah. We're here to make this
Oh.
place.
From that lot. Oh.
So we're not wearing any. That's why we've not got any markings on our vessel, because we need to be discreet.
Yeah, but don't you normally fly around it with the grey and the yellow?
No, we need to be secret.
The grey and the yellow, huh? I see.
This needs to be secret. No one can know.
Don't you normally wear uniforms?
But this is secret.
Oh, shh. Sorry.
So the grey and the yellow, i.e.,
Mhm.
the Periga family.
Right. Okay. So you move the ship slightly closer.
So I'm going to ask Altus. So I'll say, so where have you seen the grey and yellow before?
Where have I seen it before?
Mm.
Well, I've seen their ships.
Mm-hmm.
We've traded with them a few times recently.
Oh, okay.
No, you know, if we get a good haul of weapons in, they like to buy those.
Yep. I found the weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, we need as many of those as we can get.
All right, are you folks all right? You can see what you can see, right?
Black.
So I can see you guys.
Black.
I can see your tokens.
I'll zoom. There we go. I zoomed out
All
enough.
right, you just hadn't got the map too right. Okay.
Yeah,
You were just
go
off
figure.
the map. You were on the black edges of the map.
I was like, I
That's
can't
all.
see a thing.
I was
Yeah.
like, I've done something wrong with the lighting. The tokens are all of you, so you
Absolutely.
should be able to see the whole.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
All right, just going to move you guys closer.
Yeah.
We'll vacate the
Altus,
ship
this is our crew. Crew, this is Altus.
hello, Altus. What's up then, Captain? What have you found?
A big door.
He looks nervous. He looks really nervous when he sees you. Particularly, he seems to be really, really nervous of Megan.
As he should be.
There's something about her mask and the way she moves, the way that she just looks across the top of the mask at him. She doesn't say anything. She just looks at him, and it unnerves him far more than this enormous guy coming over and looking at him, and far more than the weird blob guy. He seems really, really. He's staring at her and he's trying to position himself kind of away from her as much as possible.
You okay there? You're having some problems. Yes, apparently he says there's a big door and it's not safe. For whatever reason.
I can imagine.
But we're here to
Big
sort
doors
it
often
out.
fall on people, killing them.
But you know, we've been sent to fix this, so
Do you
that's
want
what we're doing.
Can't
to? Do
hear
you want to try
Megan
cranking
talking.
this open then?
Hang on, I think Christine's trying to speak, and nothing's coming out.
She's not trying to speak.
Oh, sorry, the
She's just
cat's
making
mouth was
faces.
going.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, she's making faces at him.
Oh, right, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go up and have a look.
I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As Varo said, there's a cranking handle that you turn and you think, yep, can open it. You think it's probably an emergency override.
Okay. Can I look the door over to see if there's anything that's going to shock me, turn me into goo?
Turn you into goo. Isn't it a bit late for that?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, yeah, you know, you have a quick look at the door. It is not that kind of thing. This is not a secret base with lots of traps. This is a bloody great barn door that someone's installed on this thing.
Okay.
This is a practical thing. You think the hidey bit is the illusory exterior.
Okay. You need a crank handle for that, by the looks of it.
Got one.
You mean this one?
Okay. Lovelow. You're the strongest man I know.
Here you go, muscles.
Fair enough.
What you do, Level, is you stick the handle in, and you literally stick your finger out like that, and you stick your finger, so crank your handle down, and there's a handle, and normally everyone else would be like that, and you just stick your finger and go.
Nice.
Because ridiculously strong. And very slowly but surely this thing clunk, and then it sort of starts to come up. Altus is doing his nut. He's
Which one?
mumbling to himself. He's pulled in on himself. He's shaking. He's absolutely terrified.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Calm.
He clearly doesn't know what to do, and you see him. He's backing off. He's backing off. He's backing off.
I've got my big crossbow out, pointing
Tell-
where we're going.
Tell me what's scaring you. if
Well, no,
you know.
you're opening the door at the moment. You're stood here.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Opening the door.
Yeah. Got it.
Deep
It's going
breath.
to take a minute or two to get
Deep
it
breath.
up
Fair
enough
enough.
so you can just look underneath it.
Got it.
Deep breath. You can look the other way if you want, if that makes it easier.
He's not the smartest. He's a bear of
Yeah.
little brain. And so he doesn't, he follows orders. He does what he's told to do.
Completely understand.
Okay. All right. The press OK to what? Okay. What the what? What is this? What is it?
John's
Weird.
scaring me.
Sorry, do apologise, guys. My monitor was just going to turn itself off for some reason. Don't know why it's doing that. Probably some setting. So yeah, so he's looking really, really like he's obviously really, really scared. But you guys just don't seem in the slightest bit bothered. The thing comes up enough so you can look underneath it. So you dip down, you look inside. I'll just give me a second. Wrong line.
Christine.
And that is what you can see.
What?
Yeah. It is it's a hangar. Okay. It's a
Fair
big
enough.
hangar. I mean, you could get, as I say, you could easily get a ship in there. Not your ship, because it's just that little bit too wide, right? And tall. Yeah? And not the Shrike, because although you could probably fold the Shrike's wings and get it in there, but actually the keel on the Shrike makes that functionally impossible. Yeah? But the fact of the matter is that you're confident. There's a door there, yeah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bits of gibbets. Ignore that stupid thing. So annoying when it does that. It really is. There's a door here. And there is a door. There's a door here. Big double doors here. And there's a smaller door over here. And then at this end of the building, about 30 feet up and across a kind of 10-foot-ish deep thing all the way across this side. So basically from this end to this end,
Okay.
there is a gantry. and it's got bars and slots, and you think that probably that would be, to stop people from getting in here, that would be like a guard command control post.
Okay.
Okay.
So this door over here, is
Yep.
that on the gantry or is that ground level?
No, that's on the ground floor. That's where you are.
So there's one door there, one door here, yeah.
Yep, that's what you can see in here. And I think that's probably where we want to leave it for this week.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.